This is the story of an innocent woman. Please make sure you watch this video to the end. One day she was in her house watching TV and enjoying herself in her husband's house. She was having a drink and some snacks as well. While she was enjoying herself, not too long, her husband came from inside and was teasing her. He said, "You are just enjoying all by yourself." And then the husband proceeded to take a sip from her cup while she was watching TV. And then the husband said, "I'm going out of the house on appointment," played with her, told her, "Make sure you take care of yourself." And then he stepped out. She was still enjoying TV with her snack and her drink. And not too long, while the husband stepped out, he called for the houseboy. He said, "Where is this boy?" He called him, and then his houseboy came and he informed him that his car over there should be washed just before he comes back to the house. And then the boy said, "Okay, sir." And then he decided to go out of his house while his wife was still inside. And then she began to notice that everywhere was dusty, her chairs, her tables, and floor as well. And then she called for a house girl who lived with them. And then she came from inside and said, "Madam, you called me." Madam said, "Where have you been?" She said, "I was inside doing some chores." And she said, "Why is everywhere dirty? Why is everywhere dusty? Please get mop and a wet rag to clean up everywhere." And then she continued with her drink and her snack. Not too long, the house girl came out with mop and wipe to wipe the house of all dust. And she contemplated where to start from. Madam said, "Start from this table." And she was directing her house help where to clean and how to get it done. She continued cleaning the chairs, the tables, and everywhere. Not too long, the houseboy was outside trying to wash his oga's car. Continued washing the car because he was told to get it done before he comes back from his appointment, while the madam was inside directing the house girl on how to clean inside of the house. This continued for a minute while the houseboy was outside washing. He felt pain in his stomach and it was hunger, and then he decided to go inside to ask his madam for some food. While he was working inside, the house girl was inside, and not too long, the madam's phone rang. And then she decided to take this call and go inside of the house to attend to the call properly. And then he told the house help to make sure everywhere is properly cleaned before she comes back. She left her drink and her snack with the house help who she trusted so much, while the houseboy continued walking into the house. Then suddenly the house girl began to look around and saw the woman's drink on the table, and then she brought out the poison from inside of her cloth and looked around carefully to make sure no one was there. But the houseboy was coming into the house. She brought out the poison to poison her drink because she was interested in her husband and was tired of being a maid. She wanted to be the landlady of the house by collecting her madam's husband. And then she shook the cup thoroughly to make sure the poison wasn't noticed, and then she tied it back and kept it in her shirt and continued her work. But she wasn't aware that the houseboy had saw all what she did, so she continued like nothing had happened. I was dusting and was sure her plans would succeed on this day. And then she continued and carried a bucket back inside the house. And then the madam came out of the house because her call was done. And then she noticed that everywhere was properly cleaned. She sat to take her drink while the houseboy came into the house, and she was surprised what the houseboy was doing inside. The houseboy greeted and madam asked, "What are you doing inside of the house? Are you not supposed to be outside watching the car?" The houseboy said, "There's something I want to tell you." The woman said, "What?" He said, "The house girl poisoned your drink." He said, "Are you sure of this?" He said, "I caught her poisoning your drink just now." He said, "Are you very sure?" The boy said, "Yes." Then the woman called for a house help, and the house help came into the living room and said, the houseboy said, he saw you poisoning this drink." She said, "It's a lie." She said, "Me? Why are you lying on me? I can never poison your drink." And she said, "Are you sure you did not?" And then she laughed and said, "We are going to prove whether or not you poisoned my drink." And then she told the house help to take a sip from it. And then the house help refused because she knew what she had done. She said, "Madam, it is your drink, I cannot drink from your drink." She said, "No, you can have a sip if you are sure you did not poison it." And then she could not because she was very sure she had poisoned the drink. And then she began to blame the house boy who had caught her poisoning the drink. And then the woman told her to go into the house and pack her things to leave the house. And she began to beg the woman, but she wasn't going to have all of that. She continued begging, but the woman was very surprised as to why she would want to poison her drink after all she does for her: feed her, pay her salary, and also give her a place to live. He told her to go inside and pack her things to leave the house. She was very surprised as to what just happened. She could not believe her eyes that her drink had been poisoned. She was very worried and bothered as to what just happened. And then the house help came out with her bag. And then the madam told her to leave the house. "After all I've done for you, you decided to pay me with evil. Why are people so wicked and evil?" She was very angry and chased the house help out of the house. She followed her and continued chasing her out of the house. And when she was out, she locked her door. And she was very surprised as to what just happened. Please, if you enjoyed watching this video, tell us where you are watching from so that we can send you a big hug. Please share this video. We love you and God bless you.